What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. This video is brought to you on behalf of Quimbaya Gold. We're here with Alexandre Boivin, President and CEO of Quimbaya Gold. Pleasure to have you on today, Alexandre. How are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you, Aaron, for having me. A lot of good conversation coming.
Yes, I'm excited to be talking. Gold's performing extremely well this year. So let's talk about the company and your most recent news first. So you've now closed your financing and signed a deal with Colombia's largest drilling company. Key point here, for an all-share transaction. Please tell us more about this.
Yeah, so like in Colombia, you have this company named Independence Drilling. They are a 40 years family business. They have drilled all around Colombia. They are a very respectable group, very credible. So for them to go 100% in shares in Quimbaya Gold, and for the first time in their, let's say, lifetime of business, I think it's very, very loud in Colombia that we have something very good to discover. And to have that group coming in with us, it's not so only a good sign for the future, but I think they know something that maybe not a lot of people know. I mean, to drill 100% shares, I think they're going to make more money with shares than cash. So that's the long and short answer.
That would make sense, and that's very exciting for you guys. So let's talk about the company's vision, strategy. Can you give us an overview of the company's core focus and how you're positioning yourself for growth in the Colombian gold sector?
Yeah, so in mining, if we look at mining, very simple. First, you have to know where you are, what's happening, and how you can help the industry. So in Colombia, there is a couple of players. We know them all. Majority of our team are Colombians. They know the country. So we know a lot of information. With that, we want to become a good entity in the mining sector in Colombia. And how can we do that? We need to create value. And to create value, it's very simple. We need to define resources, or we need to produce resources. And us, we're exploration company. So there is producers all around Colombia, and we want to bring them assets by defining resources and that they will be able to mine. So that's an easy vision for Quimbaya. I think Quimbaya can become, with the team that we have, the shareholders that we have, the people that we have, we can become a key entity in the mining sector in Colombia, and definitively creation of value help everyone. No, we always think about the shareholders, the financiers, but also we're creating jobs. We're buying stuff to the providers. We're paying taxes to the government. We're making, let's say, social event for the communities. So it's a snowball effect that Quimbaya would like to do in Colombia over the long term.
Very exciting times ahead. So let's talk about, recent developments, achievements. The company has had some pretty exciting developments recently. Can you walk us through the latest news and milestones investors should be paying attention to right now?
Yeah, so remember something, Quimbaya is in Colombia. Colombia was kind of dead for the exploration, at least pre-discovery, for the last 3 years. And like us, what we have done, we have bought asset, accumulation of strategic asset, because it's good to find a mine, but the best place to find a mine is neighbor to another mine, because it's already there, the capex, the plant, everything. So we took a good position. We had the strategic partnership with the drilling company. We have bring an amazing team, technical team, that they did it before. We're talking multi-million ounces, not only in exploration discovery, but also now in production. So we have put all the puzzle piece together, and now we just announced that we have financed 2.7 million 93,000 over the last 2 months. And also, our drilling, Independence Drilling, is going 100% in shares for the first campaign. And we're drilling neighbor to Aris Mining Segovia, the biggest mine of gold in production of Colombia. 16.1 grams per ton of gold resources, sorry, measured and indicated resources. Expansion from 2,000 to 3,000 tons per day. We're looking at 220,000 ounces yearly to approximately, they want to go to 300,000 ounces. 300,000 ounces at a price quasi at 3,000, we're talking 900 million sales of gold every year neighbor to us. We're 14 million market cap. So, I mean, there is a lot of upside for us, but that's what's happening. So now we have the team, we have the asset, we have the cash, we have the drilling company very motivated because they take 100% in shares. So I'm looking forward for the next step. It's to do a gold discovery and being able to prove NI 43-101 resources. Because on our asset, we have miners, but we don't have resources NI 43-101. So a lot of people, they think, because it's not in the NI 43-101, maybe it's not there. Yeah, that's for the school, right? It's important, NI 42-101. What I'm saying, it's not because it's not NI 42-101 yet that it's not there. Why people mine gold every day on our asset and there is no resources in my NI 42-101, Quimbaya, it's just a question of time to do the work and make it happen. So that's our goal. Drilling, discovery, and calculation of resources.
Great. So let's talk about, upcoming catalysts. So what are the key catalysts investors should be watching for in the coming months? Are you guys going to be drilling, resource updates, strategic partnerships, anything to look for?
Yeah. So the asset of Quimbaya, they never have been drilled. So it's a pre-discovery opportunity. If you look in the Lassonde curve, it's in our deck too. That's where, let's say, the spicy moments start for an exploration company. That's the fun part. That's why I'm so excited that we're going to start drilling. I cannot wait because, first of all, it will confirm if we have a potential or not. Second, let's say the first drilling campaign, we have good result. The next question will not be if there is gold or not. It will be how many ounces are there? And that's where the speculations start. And that's where you see a lot of movement in the stock. And definitively, we have an amazing technical team, Dr. Stuart Redwood, Ricardo Sierra as VP Exploration, Nicolas Lopez. They know by heart Aris Mining Segovia, our neighbor, and it's the same vein structure. I mean, it's not because the title stopped there. God didn't put a line and they stopped the gold. The gold is continuing, right? So, I mean, it's going to be very exciting time. We're not at the point to say to the public, we're going to do a calculation of resources. Let's start with the first drilling campaign. Let's start by showing if there is a real potential or not. And if it's the case, we will go at the next step.
Great plan. So let's talk about Colombia as a mining jurisdiction. Colombia has long been known for gold potential, but also presents unique challenges. How do you see the mining environment, and what makes Colombia an attractive jurisdiction for the company?
Colombia, it's getting hot, hot, hot. Okay, you have seen, maybe you have followed a company named Collective Mining. Now they are at around $9. I remember I was seeing the stock at $2. Even I think they start pre-IPO at $1 if it's not 25 cents. So they are going very well. Also, I like to say that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised at all. But a guy like Frank Justra, that is very well known in the industry, like what he's doing in Colombia. I mean, he can go everywhere in the world. What I think about Colombia, I think Colombia will become very hot. If you look at Guyana, we have heard over the last few years, creation of billions of dollars in Guyana. After that, in the middle, you have Venezuela that unfortunately it's very left. And after that, you have Colombia. Uh, I think Colombia will become very hot over the next 24 months. How to navigate in Colombia, it's very simple. You have to be partner with the right Colombians. I mean, we're in Colombia, we want to work with Colombians. And me, thank God, I love Colombia. So for me, it's fun to work there. It's fun to share the culture. It's fun to be with the people there. But I will tell you that that's the key for me. Working in Colombia, you want to be with Colombians and the one that they already have success and they did it before. So Colombia, I see it a very good mining jurisdiction. Is it? And it will become bigger. I feel it.
Excited to see what happens. So let's talk about the market outlook for gold. As we know, gold's performed extremely well so far this year, with global economic uncertainty and central bank policies impacting the price of gold. What's your outlook on the gold market in the near term, and how does that shape the company's strategy?
Yeah. We should go see my last interview, I think 2 years at the PDAC. I think the goal was like 1800 at that time, and I say, let's say last crisis, let's say 2010 to 2012 bull market, the gold passed from 600 to 1800. Now we're around 3000. We didn't see the crash yet, or maybe it's never going to happen. That's what people think. But historically, we always see it coming back slowly, but when it's arrived, it's strong. That said, I think I said in my last interview that I was seeing the goal at least like multiply by 1 to 3, 600 to 1800. That was 2010, 2012. So between 3 and 5,000, and now we're at 3,000, and I didn't see the panic yet. It means there's still a lot of money in the economy, still a lot of, let's say, people with a lot of money on paper. We never know if we see a correction or recession, maybe it's going to go to 5,000, even more. We never know. But definitively, I see the trends going higher and higher. I mean, it's going to go up for sure. It's not even a question.
Let's mark this day because today specifically, the Nasdaq did have a very red day and gold's holding pretty strong. So we'll see where it's at in a couple months, as this interview ages, hopefully very well. So finally,
sorry to interrupt. I want to tell you something. 1 year ago, I was calling people to invest in gold. They were laughing at me. Now everybody's taking my call for the last 2 months. Everybody wants to invest, and everybody, even the major, they are looking for the next deal. So the eyes are there now more than ever. It's just the beginning.
yeah, I feel the same. And I also feel like we've been waiting for this time for a very long time. Anyone who's been in gold equities for a while knows there's been a lot of, looks like it's going to go and then the interest isn't there, but I feel like it's finally turning a corner now. So long-term vision and growth plans, where do you see the company in the next 3 to 5 years? What's the ultimate goal for the company in terms of production exploration, success, shareholder value creation?
Yeah. Us, we're looking for multi-million ounces resources. So if you look at multi-million ounces resources, it will be 100, 200, 300 million plus. Even like if I want to dream, can go to 1 billion. I have seen it before. My first deal that I have invested went to 1.3 billion in 9 months. But that's it. So we want to define multi-million ounces, and we will have two options after that. It will be to mine it or to sell it to a group that they are specialized in extraction and production. So that's our main goal. And I think we will see the start in Q2. We're looking to start drilling end of March, beginning of April. We're still aligned there. And that's how we're going to create value. If we look at our market cap, it's 14 million Canadian. Let's say we define 1 million ounces at 3,000 an ounce. make your calculation. It's not 100% because it's underground, but I will not be surprised to see big numbers coming.
Well, the most exciting part is coming, right? This is what I love about the gold sector, pure play, exploration. Like there's, like you said, where you're at in the Lassonde curve, like I mean, this is where the magic happens. So very excited to be covering the company, working with you, and we'll definitely have you back on, especially when we start to get those drill results. So it's going to be an exciting year, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you very much. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time. I will tell you something, Aaron, very personally. I really understand why I'm doing this job right now. In the last 2 months, it's getting crazy because it was hard. Now it's getting easier. And tomorrow, I think it's going to be very fun for the gold sector.
Yes, very excited. So we'll have you back on really soon.
Thank you very much, Aaron.